therein do not necessarily reflect those of Heartland Signal, LLC, or its management.
Welcome to Collaboraction Radio. Collaboraction Radio, the intersection where we are, is a cross street named art and a cross street named activism and social change. So Collaboraction Radio at the intersection of art, activism, and social change. Welcome to the show today. Welcome to the show. It is Saturday, October 5th, 2024. Unless you're listening in the future, then it's whatever day you say it is. I am Darlene Jackson. Thank you for joining me today. I am the CEO and Executive Director of Collaboraction. Collaboraction is a 28-year-old nonprofit whose mission is to build knowledge, empathy, dialogue, and action around oppression and inequity. And we do that through live theater, film, and radio. And we do that by leveraging the power of storytelling. And that storytelling builds community. It cultivates positive social change. So again, thank you for joining us at Collaboraction Radio on WCPT 820 AM, Chicago's progressive talk radio, and also streaming live on Facebook and WCPT.com, or available on demand at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and everywhere else you get your digital content. I am joined today by the wonderful Tonya Howell, and we're going to talk to her in just a bit. Tonya Howell is the executive director of another wonderful nonprofit named Intonation Music. So we'll get into conversation with Tonya in just a bit. Collaboration Radio is sponsored by the Joseph and Bessie Feinberg Foundation. And today's episode of Collaboration Radio is sponsored by AV Chicago, Chicago's leading provider of AV production and event management services. And when I tell you what kind of professionals are at AV Chicago, you will just have to trust me when I say that I use them at every opportunity that I can, because I've never had a bad experience with them. I always have great experiences with them. And if you're a nonprofit, tell them that you heard about us on Collaboration Radio and ask for the nonprofit rate. Ask for our friend Jeremy, actually, because he is going to take great care of you. So thank you, AV Chicago, because we couldn't do it without you. This episode is also sponsored by Elevoke. Elevoke, it's elevated and evoke, and it's a word now. So Elevoke is a purpose-driven destination, an event management company that seeks to become a trusted strategic ally to your business as they delight your audience. They definitely delight. They had an opening event a week ago, which I attended. And when I tell you, it was really like an amazing fever dream that any event planner would envy. They will delight, okay? It was quite a delight. And they generate impactful outcomes. So visit Elevoque, ELOVOQUE.com to learn more and schedule a meeting with their team. After our show today, if you feel impassioned and want to join the conversation, If you heard something that you liked, heard something that you want to discuss a little bit more, you know, Collaboration Radio is made possible by donors and members like you. If you want to keep these conversations going, email radio@collaboration.org or go to collaboration.org to learn more. So, we're going to talk to Tonya Howell in a bit. And I just want to thank her again for coming into the studio with us today. But I got a few news updates coming at you. Okay. Number one, National News and Documentary Emmy Award for Collaboration and NBC Chicago for The Lost Story of Emmett Till. Then and Now. The Lost Story of Emmett Till, Then and Now. Watch it on YouTube. So this is now our third Emmy, but this is our first national Emmy. So the first two were regional Emmys, which we were very proud to receive. Very exciting night spent at the Emmy Awards over a year ago. And when they called our name, boy, oh boy, was there just an uproar in the room and lots of congratulations. And then it turns out we won a second one. And this is quite surprising and inspiring for us to receive the third now, but a National News and Documentary Emmy Award for Collaboration and NBC Chicago for The Lost Story of Emmett Till, Then and Now. So again, you can watch it on YouTube. Definitely do, and tell us what you think about it. Now, I know that everybody likes a good party. I certainly do. And we would love if you would like to join us at the Utopian Ball on Saturday, November 2nd. It's at 6 p.m. It's at Venue West, and it's always a darn good time. Saturday, November 2nd, that first Saturday in November. And if you're so inclined to come and cut the rug, boogie with us, grab some stuff from the silent auction, raise your paddle, you know what we do at galas. We would love to have you. Saturday, November 2nd, 6 p.m. at Venue West. And you can find out more about that on collaboration.org. Now, why do we have these galas? We need money. We need money to do the programming that we do, to take storytelling and theater and the arts into communities that are underserved. And what we are trying to do is have a space where people can actually also come. So we want to go into communities like we've always done, but we also want a home. And we're going to call that home a house of belonging. And that's at the Kimball Arts Center. So we are raising money for a new home for Collaboration where we can engage in community, where we can have these wonderful performances, stage these lovely productions, house our youth learning program, education program for our youth programming called The Light, and continue to spread the love, joy, knowledge, empathy, dialogue, and action within people who are like-minded and people who are not so like-minded, to bring connection about and grow together and as a city to enact social change. So help us out with our new House of Belonging. You can do that online. You can make a donation. You can become a Collaborativist for as little as $1 a month. Every little bit helps, and we would appreciate it. And we can't thank you enough for those of you that already have, those of you that are thinking about it. If you're on the fence, hey, 99 cents will do. All right. If you're listening live, you can call in at 773-763-WCPT. That is 773-763-9278. And if you have any questions,